Hello everybody, in this video we are going to study about while loop, the next control statement. So as we did in previous video, we studied about for loop. There we used initialization of variable, then there was a test condition, and then increment or decrement value. Same things we will have over here, but the way of writing is different. The structure of while loop is a bit different from for loop. As we remember, in for loop all those three things were written inside the for loop for statement itself, but here we see that initialization is done before the loop starts. So here is the loop, so while loop will start over here, and here the test condition will be there. So this loop will be executed only when this test condition satisfies. So once the test condition is satisfied, this all the statements which are inside this while loop will be implemented, that will be executed, and then before this loop closes, here we have the increment or decrement value. So this is all about while loop. So we will learn how to implement this while loop using a program. So here we are, we will write a program in Java to find factorial of a number using while loop. So we create a new class, let it be factorial. Any name you can put over here. Okay, we delete this. We can provide a statement, a comment, that is program to find factorial of a number. Now in this program we need to accept a value from the user whose factorial we will find out. So we will use a scanner class, or we can pass it as an argument to accept value from the user. So in this class, in this program, let's use this scanner class where we'll ask the user to enter a value. So import java dot util dot scanner. This class we will import. Then we write down the class public class factorial, then public static void main, string args. Now in this program we will need three variables. One will be for writing in the while loop, which will be used in the while loop. One will be to compute the factorial value, and the third will be to accept that value from the user. So here we will declare three variables. This will be used inside the while loop. Then we will take fact, which will compute the factorial value. Now this variable names you can take any, and then we will take x to accept the value from the user. Now next, as we are using the scanner class, so we need to create a object of this scanner class. So scanner obj equals to new scanner system dot in. So here we have created an object of the scanner class. The object name is obj. Now next, we will print a statement which will appear on the screen, and the user will be asked to enter a value. So system dot out dot println enter any number. So whatever number user will enter, that will need to store it in the variable x. So x equal to obj dot next int. As this is a integer value, this will be an integer value, so we are using this next int method. Now we have to apply, we will write down the while loop. So as you have seen just now, you have saw that in while loop, first thing we need to initialize the variable, whatever variable we are going to use in our program. So we will initialize this variable I, which will be used inside the while loop with 1. And then this fact also we need to initialize, because we are going to compute value. So if you don't write any if you don't initialize any value, then the compiler will take garbage value and you will not get the correct result. So we need to provide or initialize a value to this variable. Then the while loop starts. So while I is less than or equal to, now we will accept a value from the user which is stored in X. So this while loop will be executed only up to when the value of I becomes equal to X. Till then this while loop will be executed. Then here we will, the variable fact will store the factorial value. So fact equal to fact into I. Now when I will show you the dry run of this program, then you will understand that why we have written fact equals to fact into I. And then I plus plus means before we close the bracket of while loop, we need to increment the value. So I plus plus, and then we will display the computed value of factorial. So system dot out dot println factorial of x. We are computing factorial of x, so we have written like this: x is, then we need to print the value. So value is, factorial value will be stored in the variable fact, and then we close the bracket. So here we have completed the program. One semicolon is missing over here, so we write the semicolon. Next we compile this code. Here you can see no syntax error. Close it. Now we will execute this program. Void main, click OK. Now here the user will be asked to enter a number. Suppose we enter a number as 5 and we want to find out the factorial of this number. So here you can see factorial of 5 is 120. So this is how we will, this is the program how to find factorial of a number. Now let's try to understand the dry run of this program, means how this program got executed. So this is our code which we have written. The main thing which we will discuss over here, this is from here. So this is the initial value of I. So I is equal to 1, and we have initialized a value to fact also, that is equal to 1. And this is the test condition, means the value of I should be less than or equal to X. Now let's see what is happening. When the value of I is 1, here initially you can see that value of I is 1. So this test condition is satisfied, that is I less than or equal to 5, because as we take, suppose if we are taking num, just now we have seen in the program, when we executed, then the value which user enters was 5. So suppose if the user enters a number as 5, so here you can see that the test condition is satisfied, that is I less than or equal to 5. So this is true. Now this will be executed. So what will be executed? Fact equals to fact into I. Initially the value of fact is 1. So this will compute 1 into 1. So we get a value of 1 into 1, that is equal to 1. So now I plus plus, here you can see now I plus plus. Now the value of I becomes 2. So when I is equal to 2, test condition is again satisfied, that is I is less than or equal to 5. This is true. So this statements will be executed. What is the statement? X statement is that fact into I. It should be fact into I. So now we are having value of fact as 1. Just now we computed it as 1. So we will compute 1 into I. Now the value of I is 2. So this is going to find out 1 into 2, that is equal to 2. Now again I plus plus. Now the value of I is equal to 3. This test condition is satisfied, that is I is less than or equal to 5. This is true. So this statement will be executed. What will be executed? Fact equals to fact into I. Now what is fact? Fact, just now we got 2. So this will be 2 into I. value of I is 3. So this is going to give 2 into 3, that is equal to 6. And now again I plus plus, now the value of I will become 4. So when I equals to 4, this test condition is satisfied. So this statement will be executed. What will be executed? Fact equals to fact into I. So what is fact now? Fact is equal to 6. So 6 into I, so that is equal to 6 into 4 equal to 24. Now again the value of I will be incremented, that is I plus plus. Now when I equals to 5, this test condition is again satisfied, that is I is less than equal to 5. This is true. So this statement will be executed fact into I. Now what is fact? Fact is 24. 24 into I means I is 5. So 24 into 5, this is equal to 120. Just now you have seen that the factorial of 5 is 120. Now again this I plus plus means now value of I becomes 6. Now when it becomes 6, the test condition will not be satisfied. Here you can see what is our test condition. Test condition is that I's value should be less than or equal to X, means whatever value user is entering, it should be less than or equal to that. As the user have entered value as 5, so here you can see this is I's value is more than 5, so this is not satisfied. So these statements will not be executed. So now the loop will terminate, and here we will print the value. We will get the output of factorial just now what we have computed, and that will be printed in this statement. So this is how we will find out, or this is the dry run of factorial of a number. This is our program how to find factorial of a number. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.